What's going on, guys? Welcome to the TCG Empire YouTube channel. Today for Meta Monday on One Piece, we have Black Smoker. Black Smoker is a very good leader when it comes to utilizing cost effects. It has the ability that for one Dawn, you can activate main once per turn, give a character on the board -1 cost, and then if there's a 0 cost on the board, it gets an additional 1,000 power. So for one Dawn investment, you're getting a 7,000 power swing, and it's just a phenomenal leader when it comes to controlling board and really getting rid of situations. And it's really good against things like Zoro. Even though it has a bad matchup into Zoro, it still is the factor that if they play one drops such as Nami or Sunny or even Makino or Otama, you can utilize the leader's ability to make a 7,000 power swing for just one Dawn investment, and it's really good. The next card we have is the 4-drop Kuzan. Really solid card. It really just replaces itself, and it's a 5,000 beater, but it also has the ability where when you swing with it, you can give something -4, which works very well with Smoker as well as a bunch of other removal cards that we'll get into in just a second. But Kuzan as a whole is a really good character, especially against things like Edward Newgate. It's really easy to activate the effect and get the removal option off. The next cards for removal, we have 4 Kobe. Kobe is just a solid 3-drop. You discard 1 card from your hand and you can KO a 3 cost or less. Works well with Smoker. And then the other option for removal is the Sakazuki. Sakazuki says you can trash a card and you KO up to something with 5 cost or less. So this pairs well when it goes with Kuzan because you can actually get rid of things like Whitebeard. And then the actual other removal we have is the 10-drop Kuzan, the secret rare in this list. The 10-drop Kuzan states that on your turn, when you play it, all of your opponent's characters get -5 for the turn, and you can KO up to one of your opponents with a cost of 0 on the play. The other mentionable cards are just things like 2K combos, as well as a 4K counter that also lets you KO something that is a 3 cost or less in the active mode. We have Meteor Volcano just for more discarding effects, and then Smoker can't be KO'd by effects, and it gains double strike if there is a 0 cost in play. So overall, this is the deck that we're going to play today. We're going to get a couple games in and see exactly how they go. Remember, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the gameplay. Alright guys, so here we are. We're playing against Zoro. We're going to go second, and that's actually an amazing hand. Because we have the Impact Wave, we have double Kuzan. Let's see. I'm gonna save the Impact Wave because this means that we can get rid of a character on board. And then next turn we have Kuzan. And the goal is to try and get Kuzan into 10-drop Kuzan back-to-back turns. That way we can KO a Newgate. Now the question is, how does he want to go about this? If he plays Robin, okay, so he swings 5k. Let's see. We can Impact Wave KO the Sunny, but I'm actually going to take this because if he plays Nico Robin... Okay, so there's the Nico Robin. I don't have anything in my hand to be able to get rid of that right now. So let's just swing 5k. But the good thing is that we'll be at 6 Dawn next turn, which means we can play Kuzan again if he KOs the Kuzan. And we draw 1 card. Okay. So he has to play Otama or Gordon here to KO the Kuzan. Which means that he'll have to dump a lot of cards in order to save the Nico Robin. Especially considering that we can target the Sunny. Okay, there's the Gordon. He's going to KO the Kuzan and swing for 6k. So, we'll combo out of that. That's an easy combo. He's going to swing 6k again. He has 2 open. Let's force the swing with the Sunny. Okay, so he chooses swing 5. Okay, here The thing with red is you gotta try and combo out of a lot of swings. Okay, so we're at 6. So we could swing 5k on the Sunny. Could play Borsalino. Borsalino makes math a little bit hard, especially for red. So let's do this. If he chooses to swing with Robin, then that's fine. What's the best way to go about this? I can Borsalino, Don Quixote, and also KO the Sunny. And then that's a 6k swing with Robin. Let's see. I don't want to give him more cards. So let's keep that plan going because he has no reason to swing with the Robin, and if he chooses to, then sure. But there's nothing that he can KO. Let's see if he chooses to combo out of the Sunny. And if he chooses to, that's fine. He's gonna have to commit at least 2 Dawn for it to swing next turn because Borsalino can just block it. So Borsalino, and then we have the Impact Wave in case he misplays and chooses to swing with Zoro first. There's no reason for him to swing with Robin, but at the same time, if he does swing with Robin first, then we can't Impact Wave. But it is only a 6k swing. And assuming that there's multiple 6k swings this turn, he has to commit 1 Dawn here, 1 Dawn here. He only has 5 left. Okay, so he plays Brook. Okay, so he chooses to swing for 9k. Interesting. Okay, so he does choose to swing with leader first. So here, we're going to go no blocker, and we're going to get rid of the Nico Robin, and then we'll just counter with the Rosadante. He's going to have Whitebeard next turn. So this turn, it's apparent that we Kuzan. So let's do this. We can Kuzan into Borsalino. So we'll swing 5k. Did he draw a jet pistol? Okay, he didn't. So we'll Kuzan. Okay, we got a smoker, which isn't the best. But we do have 2 Borsalinos in play. He does have a lot of cards in hand, and he does have the ability for rush. Okay, so he chooses to Newgate. Interesting. So we can choose to take this. We don't have a way to get rid of this Edward Newgate right now, which is quite unfortunate. That Newgate's going to cause a lot of issues. We need to try and apply pressure for life. So let's do a 7k swing and we'll do -4 to the Brook. And if he chooses to combo out of it, that's perfectly fine. That's a card out of his hand. So let's see. We can activate with the Brook and attach 2 Dawn, and then that leaves 5 for the Smoker. So swing 9k and play the Smoker. Now if he swings with the Newgate, we can combo out of it. Or not combo out of it, I apologize. We can use the Borsalino. And next turn it's apparent that we use the Smoker for the double strike, because the double strike is going to set up an immense amount of threats. Especially considering we only really need to commit 3 Dawn for a big swing. If we had the 10-drop Kuzan, it would have been a lot easier. But I'm not as worried. He can play another Newgate if he chooses to. Okay, he chooses to Otama. So he can Otama Vista, which is fine. Let's see. chooses to swing 13k at life. We're gonna take this. I meant to use the trigger effect for Helmeppo, but that's fine. That would have been an extra body on board. Okay, so he chooses 6k. It's the best way to go about this. We'll go no blocker. And we'll just counter with a Suru. I want him to get rid of the rest of this Dawn because then I can make the double attack go through. So he chooses another 6k swing. Interesting. So we'll counter with Tashigi. Okay. Let's see. So we'll use leader's effect. We'll do minus here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll do a 13k swing for double strike. Nine, 13, 14. Okay, that's fine. He just dumped a lot of cards out of his hand. There's a chance he could have another Radical Beam, but let's see. With 2 blocks, he can make Nami swing, can make Brooke swing. These two most likely will go through. So, considering his board, let's see, he needs 2 Dawn here, he needs at least 4. If he has Magra, he has to get 3 attacks through next turn. And with 2 blocks plus combo in hand, I don't see that happening. So we'll swing for 9k. And either has to dump 2 cards with a Radical Beam, or he takes, and next turn he's in lethal range. Okay, awesome. And here he has to commit so many cards to swing smoke to KO the smoker. So I'm not too worried about this next turn. So he chooses to swing 5k. That's an easy block with the Helmeppo. He could double Zoro, but I don't see a world in which that's going to be a thing. Okay, another 5k swing. Combo with the Helmeppo. He can swing leader here for 6. I'm going to take this, and we do actually get an impact wave. So we can use the trigger effect to KO the Otama, that way he doesn't have another swing. 11k. He can play Rush Luffy, can't KO. And I think next turn is when I just have to go for lethal. He can double Zoro, which gets 2 bodies off the board, but then he only has 3 cards in hand. Let's take this. Let's force him to play aggressive. But with no blockers on board, I'm pretty sure next turn that we're fine. So there's a 6k swing, so we can just combo with the Suru. He has 3 Dawn open. He can play another Borsalina or another Zoro if he chooses to. And that's fine. So here we're just gonna block. Okay, so looking at this hand. Okay, so we're gonna activate on the Nami. This is at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this means that he'd have to dump all 3 cards if he didn't want to take. So we'll swing for 9k. He chooses to take, and then we'll just split the remaining Dawn. We'll just go 11k. That way he has to dump all of his cards, and we win the game. So looking at this matchup as a whole, Smoker has a really tough time against Zoro. I mean, as you saw, he had so much board presence. But as long as you combo out of the attacks, I mean, look at how many cards that we dumped for early on combos. The game is winnable. It's just a very uphill battle. But that's the Smoker deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, if you did, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll catch you guys in the next one.